Okay, we're looking at our 105 millimeter Howitzer Ammo Carrier. It's equipped with a 50 caliber machine gun on the pulpit. Come around and I'll show you the rifle rack in the back door. I'd like to explain some of the firearms used in World War I and II in Korea, Vietnam. The Springfield 30-06 held 5 rounds of bolt action. It was reissued during World War II, and a lot of them mounted with scopes for sniper rifles. Then the famous M1 Garand held an 8-round clip in that. Very accurate, very desirable weapon. General Patton called it the best battle instrument ever devised. And that was reissued during Korean War and later. Then it was replaced by the M14. They lowered the caliber to a 7.62 or a civilian 308. It held a 20-round magazine. It could fire semi-automatic, which meant each time you pulled the trigger it would fire, or a selector would turn it to full automatic, and it would fire until the magazine was empty as long as you held the trigger down. Then Vietnam, they changed philosophy during Vietnam. They went to an M16. There was other variations. This is a rubber dummy used by the military because in training there had been many injuries or some even deaths in training, so they issued these for training to the new recruits, so there wouldn't be any accidents, but the same weight and configuration. Also during World War II and even later, the bad guys and the FBI carried the Thompson machine gun, also issued to the Army, with either the 20-round magazine or a round 50-round 45 caliber magazine, also the same caliber as the pistol that they carried. Then this costs close to $300 a machine because it was machined out of solid steel. And that was pretty expensive for the war effort, so they turned out this grease gun, they call it. This has a 30-round stick magazine, and it was also 45 caliber. These are all except the Springfield are all movie guns, or this one was an actual trainer. And we'll get around to Elijah will take our German machine gun, an M34, 900 rounds a minute. That's if it had constant ammo feed, but they shot it in short bursts so the barrel wouldn't overheat, and it had about a 105 round belt, so they always had an ammo assistant to feed them. Then we had the BAR, Browning Automatic Rifle. There was always one in the squad, and they were the most feared by the enemy. It was also semi-automatic or full automatic. I might explain the 105 howitzer that this carried ammo for. You see the length of the crates here. If you look straight over the way my finger's pointing, you see a red, white, and blue silver round. That's a full size. You can go over there later and see other rounds there. For a civilian cartridge, like most of you are familiar with, your hammer firing pin hits the primer, and it instantly explodes all of the powder. But for a real long shell, they had to have a primer tube in there. Now this is for a shorter 105. The military had funny ways of marking things. It was still 105, but this was a shorter one. If you look in the military section, you'll see a very polished brass one. That's going to be my urn when I don't show up for breakfast. So, there's a pineapple or a hand grenade. They did not pull the pin with their teeth, or they'd lose their teeth. They yank the pin out, and then this spring-loaded handle, they would hold it down until they're ready to throw it. Once they let the handle spring up, it was armed and it would explode in about 5 seconds. But if the enemy was real close, they waited, they maybe counted to 3 to throw it to the enemy, so the enemy wouldn't have time to pick it up and throw it back. We lost some of our own GIs that way. They didn't, they threw it too soon. Okay, Elijah, you had a Laws rocket launcher. Vietnam, we went to a lot of different things. Some of them successful, some weren't. The Laws rocket launcher was successful, but it was a throwaway. They could only get one round, a little rocket fired, and then they threw it away. They had to destroy it so the enemy wouldn't get a hold of the tube and make little mortar launchers. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the Miracle of America Museum.